all the support broadly throughout this pandemic and the journey that we've been on together. Look, let's talk a little bit about where we are today. The senator was right to highlight the fact that California has the lowest case rate in the United States of America. We've maintained that status now for some time. Not surprisingly, that's been driven primarily by one of the nation's leading vaccination efforts. California has administered over 50 million doses of vaccine. California has administered to 84% of eligible Californians at least one dose. 84% of all eligible Californians have received at least one dose of the vaccine. As a consequence, the lowest case rates in America. Our positivity rates are a third and a quarter of states like Texas and Florida. I make that point to compare and contrast, as the senator implied, different strategies and approaches to dealing with this pandemic. That said, we're all exhausted by this pandemic. We're exhausted by the seasonality of it. We're exhausted by these variants, these mutations, and we're all left wondering as we now move through the summer surge, not just here in California, but across this country, what lies in front of us in the winter and the spring. And while there continues to be encouraging signs and continuing to see progress with more and more people that were maybe on the fence that are now getting the vaccine or life-saving drugs at the back end, there's still a struggle to get to where we need to go. And that means we need to do more and we need to do better to reach out and to make available more opportunities for people to get vaccinated and encourage them along the way. As you know, we have not been shy. Superintendent, and I want to thank you for your leadership here in the school district, and Madam Board Chair, thank you for being here as well. We have continued to lean in. California was the first state in the United States to require statewide school mask wearing requirements. We were the first state in America to require all of our staff to either be vaccinated and or get weekly testing. We were the first state to step up at scale and broaden a commitment to zero-cost vaccinations and testing, and to provide an unprecedented amount of resources for PPE and billions of dollars to prepare to safely reopen our schools for in-person instruction. We know there is no substitute for in-person instruction, but we need to do that on a consistent and sustainable basis, not an episodic basis. And what you've seen across this country is that leaders assert the need and desire for the social and emotional benefits of in-person instruction, yet they're not following the science. And as a consequence, the health of many of these districts, kids as well as staff, have been impacted. So schools have actually closed more frequently in those states that have not been more disciplined in terms of advancing a more scientific and data-driven approach to taming this disease and doing our best to get this pandemic behind us. And that's why we recognize good enough never is, and that's why we recognize our responsibility to do more, and that's what we are announcing here today. A statewide requirement for in-person instruction for all of our children to add to a well-established list that currently includes 10 vaccinations and well-established rules and regulations that have been advanced by the legislature for decades, to add to that list the vaccination for COVID-19. We intend to do that once the FDA has fully approved the vaccine, which will give us time to work with districts, give us time to work with parents and educators, to build more trust and confidence and build out a logistics so that we can deliver on what we are promoting here today. And that promotion includes the following considerations. Once the FDA approves the vaccination in different cohorts, starting with 12 and above, grades 7 to 12, we will begin to apply that requirement in the next term, either January 1st or July 1st, whichever comes sooner. Concurrent with that, we also want to see all of our staff, paraprofessionals, not just teachers, bus drivers, custodial staff, and the like, the folks that really make the school system operational, also see them get vaccinated as well. And we will model similarly an FDA approval and work in concert, not only to apply and implement in parallel with all of those in grades 7 and 12, but on the basis of the guidelines and the regulations that will be forthcoming from the Biden administration as it relates to all employees, we will consider moving that forward. But in the absence of that directive, we will be requiring staff K through 12 to be vaccinated in that first phase of a two-phase application of this new directive. The second phase of that application is everybody K to 6. Again, that will be months away. Currently, we have in the state of California administered at least one dose to 63.5% of all of our young cohort ages 12 to 17. But we have to do more. Again, 84% of all eligible receive one dose, but for 12 to 17, we're not where we need to be. And so we hope this encourages folks to get vaccinated. We have no trepidation, no hesitancy in encouraging local districts to move forward more expeditiously. And you've seen that in a number of districts in the state of California that have moved forward more quickly with their own mandates and own timelines.